takes his Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Texas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Darnold. He's got him in the flat. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep. And when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
His legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Unloads to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Finds his man. It's Burns. Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Scanning the field, it's Darnold. Got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over it. Nice job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed.
Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
From the gun, the running back has it. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He goes 9-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose points.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but you got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTSA packed a wallop today. This was supposed to be a major road test, and instead it felt like a stroll down the riverwalk there in San Antonio. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Darnold. Got his man on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Got the back over the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burns. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Crosses to 40. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Motion from the wide receiver. Running to the left. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Gets it inside the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
A long way to go on 4th and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They want to run it left here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Darnold. Snagged in the middle, it's Burgess. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Going to try to get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the 1st half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Trevino. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the outside. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they've regained the lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Now on first down from the 28. Back to throw, it's Darnold. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never move on.
Second down coming up. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Dogs need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Canty. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
If they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Caught behind the line. It's Hodges. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by a field goal over UConn. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Creates a little space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Running to Green. Touchdown Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got it in the middle. It's Burgess. Good spot here with second and short. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Now on the move. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
But right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a great job by the defense seeing it. They knew the ISO was coming right downhill. They went and met it. You got to go meet that guy in the backfield, meet those pullers in the backfield, make that thing go out wide where it's not supposed to go. Then the defense swarms the football, gets the tackle for a loss.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. That's caught. It's Burns. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Darnold. Punch it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. So the fourth down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play race is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Winston. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
They'll give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Looking for room. It's Winston. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Trying to bully their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they go back on top. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA